Okay? Okay. Now we look at the 114th Ulam Prime. Okay? We generated it in this one. Okay? Generated 114 in the first one. Okay? And now with the 7019. And so now we are looking at 114th Ulam Prime. The 114th Ulam Prime is 13399. And this number also happens to be a lonely Gaussian prime. And it happens to be the 538th lonely Gaussian prime. Okay? But 538th non-Chen prime happens to be 9127. Okay. So I just read 3 lines for you. 3 lines, 3 bullets. And it came back to 9127 again. And we started with 114, which is the number of surahs in the Quran. So these 3 bullets, which are eternal statements, because they involve numbers. Okay? These are eternal statements. These eternal statements are telling you that if the number of surahs in the Quran is 114, the number of verses in chapter 9 is supposed to be 127. It can't be anything else. Okay. 538 composite is 438. And which happens to be the 353rd composite, but 353 is the frequency of ha plus meme in Surah 42. It also happens that note, talked about this before, 353 is the exponent of the 19th Gaussian Mersenne prime. Okay. So what I did was I went ahead and did this from the previous Yoma that we had, this table. Okay. It's available on Wikipedia. So this is the Arabic alphabet, okay, in the abjad form. And underneath it are the sequential, okay, or ordinal numbers for these things. So the first one is Aleph, and the 19th one is Qaf, and so on. So you should just do it for yourself. And underneath that are the numerical values, abjad values, underneath that, okay? So the last one is Ghain, which is 1,000. Okay, so we go down here, and then according to the ordinal value of the Arabic alphabet, the value of the word Muhammad is 38. Recall that chapter 47 has 38 verses, and Rashad Khalifa found this out a long time ago. Okay? But look at this, look at 438. I talked about this before, but it's very important. Because what this is telling you, what this whole thing is telling you, when it comes that 538 becomes 538 non-Chen prime is 9127, it tells you that it came out of Muhammad's mouth. That's what it tells you in the language of mathematics. Not in Arabic, not in any language, but only in the language of mathematics. So it comes in here and says, okay, what is 4 in there? 438. Okay, 4 happens to be the number of times the word Muhammad is mentioned in the text of the Quran. Okay? And 438 composite happens to be 538. And so it is noteworthy that 530 is also referred to the frequency of the word Muhammad concatenated with the ordinal value, which is 38, if you decide to count the name of the surah 4, so 47. Because surah 47 is also called Muhammad. If you count that frequency, then there are 5 of them, not 4. In the text, there are 4 mentions, including the name of the surah, there are 5, and it's right in front of you, 438, 538. How else God is going to talk to us about this? How else he's going to say, look, this came out of his mouth as it was supposed to, because that's what God inspired him to say, and he said it. So when the revelations came, 9 only had 127 verses. And this is telling us today. And this is telling us that if the Quran has 114 surahs, 9 is supposed to have 127 verses. But again, as I said, this is for today. This message is for today, for this era. Because we have this information at our fingertips. This information is available. The reason that you and I believe in the virgin birth of Jesus, Mary, okay? Jesus and Mary, there was a virgin birth of Jesus. Okay? The reason we believe in that sign of God is because of this, which is available to everybody. So when God says that statement in the Quran, that statement is pure truth. That's why we believe that the sea parted. Okay. We believe in those things because of this. So as I said, if you log on today, this is what you learned. So you're light years ahead of other people. This is the beauty of this. This is the magnanimity of this huge sign that God is sending us every week. And we have to be grateful, and we cannot be grateful enough. Let's put it that way. Okay? For this huge favor and blessing that God has bestowed upon us and bestowing upon us. And the only prayers that I have is that may we be worthy of receiving these things. Inshallah. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to finish our Jummah. Allah will get here.